It's better.
We're playing on both, so that's cool. Oh, so give it a few minutes for some folks to be notified that we're live. Give you guys a chance to get on. Once we see some people on.
Valerie, what's up, baby?
Be sure to put your name in the chat and where you're viewing from, so we can give you a shout out. We like to know who's watching us today.
Who's watching us? Who we actually talking to? What kind of audience that we have?
Right.
Because we just want to make sure you guys get the best information that we can give.
Right. So when you pop on, be sure to just put your name in the chat and where you're viewing from, so we can give you a shout out.
Daniel, how you doing, man?
And we appreciate the thumbs up. If you like the information that we're going to share, give us thumbs up.
We're going to try.
Hearts.
Shelly good at this, people, so I'm just going to throw myself in there, to make sure things kind of go the right way from our perspective of how we do business, and it's something to take a great look at. Okay. Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
You can go ahead. I know you go ahead, but I don't
believe this. Y'all not going to believe this. Before we even went live.
Okay, well, here it is. Before we went live, I told her I would go first, but I told y'all just now, she normally used to doing stuff like this. I'm the funny guy, and I like doing funny things. But anyway, we're here to actually come to y'all to talk to you about the kind of time that people sit around and waste doing nothing. And instead of, just wasting your time doing anything, we want to show you how to put your energy towards something that's going to benefit you in life, basically about business. Because that's where we from, God first, then business. But we want to make sure that you know how to focus your energy and stop wasting time. It's all right to be going out to the movies and going to the show and stuff. But when you partner up in a business, how much time do you actually spend doing what you need to do to get your business off the ground?
And let me just say this for 1 second, because I don't know if y'all know, but my husband he got a unique way of getting his point across, to where he said wasting time, it's really helping you all to maximize your time.
Wow.
And we're going to show you pockets of time where if you truly want to have that fulfilled life and doing your own thing, having that time freedom and everything that you can do when you're working for yourself, we're going to show you pockets of time, because we found that the two culprits or excuses that people give when the opportunity is presented to them as to why they can't get into a work from home opportunity is because, number one, they don't have the money, or two, they don't have the time. So we're going to deal with the money issue on another episode, but we just wanted to share with you all some pockets of time that you have that you may not realize throughout your schedule or throughout your day, where you can truly be working your business. Even though you're not physically at home, you're somewhere where you can be doing something to grow your business. That's the premise of today's episode.
If you have your computer with you, your laptop, or your phone, that's your business right there. Don't none of us leave our phones home, and we can tell you when most time we go out, we take pictures of what we're eating. And we don't do a lot of talking, because most time people are on their phones. That's everybody. You focus on your phone. So if you're going to focus on your phone, be sitting there doing some business. We do a lot of stuff together, but we also know how this phone can take us in to two different rooms doing business. But it's not just to be playing on the phone. It's about focus, getting this money. So tonight, we just want to make sure some of the little things, like she said, in the pocket, we're going to push out to you guys. So instead of sitting around.
So here's one tip. Let's say you have children, and your children are in after school activities or extracurricular activities, I think is how they call it. And you have to basically stay with them while they're practicing or what have you. That's time that you could be doing something on your phone. And if you think about it, technology is changing to
lot.
where you can do practically anything from your phone
like
or
what we
tablet.
doing now.
As long as you have Wi-Fi, and even if you don't have Wi-Fi, but you got a good data plan, you can do anything from your phone. And so when people use the excuse that they don't have time because they have, other obligations, we get that. We're not taking anything away from that. But what we're trying to share or emphasize to you is take a real good look at your schedule and see where there are times where you're sitting idly by. Now, we're not saying that when you're at your children's practice not to pay attention to them, because we know that's most important.
That's
family
important.
is first.
Family always.
Family is always first. But there are times where you may not be actively involved with the practice, or it may not require your undivided attention. And there are times where you can do something really quick on your phone that'll take you a minute or two just to put a post up, or, go make some connections with some new people, anything that will get you more exposure to what it is that you're doing. You can take a minute or two out just to do that.
Right. You can even do that wherever you at. I mean, if there are people around and you do a business, then that's your exposure right there, being able to walk up to them while y'all, like when I go to football, my grandson football game, I didn't pass out, my business cards to people talking about what I do, the business I do, the King travel business and other things that I do. And it works for me because even though he's playing and I'm watching, I can take my eyes off him for a couple of minutes or so to share with other people what I'm doing, because I'm getting something from it. And I just want to see other people get, I just like to share things with people, make sure they're happy, or if you have problems with your bills and stuff like that, just try to help out, because I feel to want or have bills piled up on you and be stressed out. So what we trying to say that right now is, a lot of time, like she said, it's not really wasting time, but people not really doing anything with their time other than, you can come home from work and just sit there and watch television all day. Let's try to do something productive for yourself, so by the time the next day get here, it's already done. Basically, that's what it is. I mean, I'm to the point now, I don't read books, people. I'm reading books now about business, because this is the only way I can see myself growing. Even the CDs, I got now. I got this from my team leader, my regional diamond, Bruce Bailey.
Backwards.
Oh, I'm sorry, it came up backwards. Antonio Adair. And this guy here, I've been reading this. Listening to it, people, he trying to tell us, for most of us, this is almost like business. Business is almost like in a boxing match. When you go out there, you go to fight, and the person that lose, he want revenge. Yeah. Well, that's what you got to do with your revenge that you want. You put a lot of energy and time in to get yourself prepared and ready for the next fight, so you can overcome and you can be the winner of this one. But that's what we tell you about this business, about business. Period. Right. You want to make sure you focus right. So a lot of books and stuff that you read, you know how to direct yourself to the growth. People are tired of being at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Even if this means you have to change your friends, it don't mean you got to cut them off. But it's like this: you got 10 friends, all of them doing the same thing they've been doing for the last 20 years. How can you grow around them?
There is a saying, and I'm sure you all have seen this on social media, or you may have seen this in other things that you have read. But there is a quote that says that your income is 5% of the people that you hang around. That you're around. So if your circle consists of people who are always constantly claiming that they're broke or are broke, then your income will be 5% of that broke percentage. But if you network yourself around people that are doing things, they moving and shaking, and they're doing things to grow their income, then your income will be 5% of that. Now, you may be wondering, well, how is that possible? That's because one thing that we learned in one of the mastermind groups that we have is when you're around positive people that are going in the same direction as you, that endorphins are released. So it's like you have that good feeling, you're motivated, you're hyped, because that competitiveness between you and the other person, although it's a friendly competition, it kicks in. It kicks in. And it causes you to go even harder, because you look at it like this.
It's like a challenge.
Exactly. You look at it as though if they can do it, I can too. And if that person is pumping you up and they're motivating you and they're saying, you got this, all you got to do is X, Y, Z just to cross the T's and dot the I's, then you that
follow what they
motivates you,
do.
that pumps you up to get you to go.
You actually follow what that person doing, because that's the growth right there. If a person that has what you want, you know, back in my days, we did other things to get it that wasn't right. Now we can do positive things, and that's just do what that person do.
Exactly.
You know, it's no more taking and stealing and robbing. Right now it's about being positive. And the things you learn from these people that you're around as being positive or doing what you want to do, you teach it to your children.
Right.
You know, because it's easy. Let me say this. You know, at work today, me and a guy was talking, and he going through some changes, bills and stuff. And I explained to him, because he asked me, Joe, what you really doing to pay case and travel? You have to come out to see it. I can't keep explaining it, because when the more you talk about it, you can lose people that way. So you have to bring them to the forefront so they can actually see what's going on. This is not a joke. What we talking about is not a joke. We just want to see, listen here, it's money around in every business that you do for everybody if you're doing the right thing, the positive thing. But remember, you got to be with the right people. Exactly. That's what everything means. Everything is about the right people, because people watch what you do, just like you guys watching us. We on Facebook all day long, you know, just to see who doing what, even though we at work. That's part of the business. You know what I'm saying?
That's part of your time. When you're scrolling through and you're looking at everybody's statuses and you're commenting, that's time that you could be using to build yourself up and your business, whatever it is that you get into. If you're going to use social media, it's nothing wrong with connecting and fellowshipping with people on social media.
It's the best thing they gave us.
The first thing that it should be is a tool to produce income for you. Socialize, yes, but make money for you, yes. Now, by a show of hands or thumbs up, I'm sorry, thumbs up, or the emoticon hands, how many of us share stuff on social media? Whether that be food, that be clothes, that be restaurants.
Or a challenging. You know, a lot of y'all like doing challenges and stuff. They got this thing going on now with people taking pictures and they just standing still.
The mannequin challenge.
The mannequin challenge. Right. I mean, challenge somebody to follow you or to help you get to where you need to be. Reach out to the right people, you know. It's always somebody out there.
Allegra, he'll reach out to you after the live stream.
Allegra, okay, yeah.
But if you're in the position where you are constantly sharing stuff on social media, you know, I've seen people sharing stuff from Starbucks, favorite restaurants, your lunch,
stuff that I wouldn't put on there, because sometimes everything ain't for Facebook.
Right.
I mean,
but the point I'm making to that is, oh shoot, did I lose it?
Should took it back. We're still okay.
Oh yeah, I'm still there. I'm sorry, y'all. I was trying to clear something on my screen. But the point I was trying to make is those things that you are sharing for other businesses. The question you want to ask yourself: are you getting compensated for that?
Exactly.
What you're doing is you're putting their business out. You're promoting what it is that you just purchased from them, but you're padding their bottom line, not yours.
Not yours.
So if you're going to share something on social media, make sure it's something that's going to rebound back to you.
Some kind of return.
Some kind of return. This is where residual income comes into play, and how you can do income producing activities on social media, because you're sharing something that you're personally using, that you're a product of, that you're sharing your results on social media. And when someone inquires about it and that you make that connection to close that sale, where does that residual income come to? It comes back to you.
And that's what this is about. Showing you how to get residual from things that you buying or doing to come back to you. Earn some money some kind of way. Most of us, like I said before, we go to these stores or we go online and we purchase things, and all we get back is a receipt, and we get in the money. We can't, listen, even though you want to give Bill his money, tell Bill you want a percent back from him, some kind of percentage back from Bill, because that's what we do right here. Exactly. Almost everything we purchase today comes from, I got in Pay Case and Travel, what's that, the Culture Club? What's the name of that thing, the new one?
Booking Ninja? Not
the Booking Ninja. The Booking Ninja is great, but that's with the rewards. the one where we get back the points and they just switch it over.
It just converted over.
But they just converted it over to the Booking Ninja. And I'm going to tell you like this, people, it's nothing like being able to go online and purchase something and you get something back. You getting what you want. You getting something back. Also the receipt so you can write it off.
Off, Queen.
This is just wonderful how things can go in your favor when you get with the right people. And we've been entrepreneurs for a long time. We love what we're doing. We love being partners together, husband and wife team, showing other people, you know, how to keep moving or how to keep things going the right way.
Right.
You know, because there's a lot happening in life right now today that people been having a lot of hardship and stuff like that. And I'm not going to say it's not because they're not doing the right thing, but it's time to start focusing on the right thing.
So let me expound on something that he just brushed over. Whereas we're getting ready to go, let me back up. We're getting ready to go into the holiday season, right? And the holiday season is where a lot of people do online shopping.
I know where you're going.
So what he was just referring to was the fact that in a portion of his business, which is one of the streams of income that he is able to make, if he does shopping within his own site, those points rebound back to him. And how those points benefit him is that if he were to go and travel or do something later on, he can convert those points into dollars.
Exactly.
To reduce his cost for whatever it is he purchases, whether that's travel or that's another purchase through online shopping. Even
going out to dinner.
Exactly. So again, that is this is getting on my nerves.
Like that.
But it's covering up and I can't see. Sorry, y'all. But again, that's another way that's rebounding back onto him, and how residual income is able to sustain him is because he's using his own portal to shop, get Christmas stuff. And whereas he's spending money, they're helping businesses making money. Some of that is coming back to his account.
In other words, I'm getting rewarded for shopping with my Booking Ninja. And if you guys are interested in it, I definitely would share it with you guys. And that's just by easy sending me your email address, and I can invite you to it so you can see what I'm talking about. And it's something great. It doesn't cost a lot, and it do cost. You know, nothing is free other than this air we breathing that they might get ready to charge us for because Trump is in the office. But we don't know that yet. But we're going to prepare you as much as we can.
So, just bring this all to a close. It keeps sliding. To bring this all to a close is really just to let you all know that if you are presented with, okay, Allegra, we got you.
Where the rest of them emails at? Come on, I know you want to get this. Listen here, people.
If we
she talking about Thanksgiving around the corner. Christmas is already here. Point. I'm not trying to get you guys to miss anything, but help you out. So go ahead, Shelly King.
But yeah, thanks, because I just totally lost it. But the thing hey, Carmelita.
Hey, cuz.
The thing I wanted to sum up and say with this is that you all have to, don't be scared to step out on faith. Yeah. If something is presented to you, or even if there's something, you know, deep down in your heart that you're passionate about and you want to do it to be of service to others, don't be afraid to look into it deeper.
Absolutely.
Because like we mentioned on the previous episode, we're going to have to start taking matters into our own hand and begin looking at those things that we can do to start supplementing our income. We have no clue as to what the next 4 years are going to hold for us under this new elect president. And so if we might as well get a jump start on it now to do those things that we know we are able to do and work it as best we can. So if an opportunity is presented to you, give it serious consideration. Look at your schedule and see what pockets of time you can utilize to really and truly grow your business. Don't be so quick to say no.
That's right.
That you don't have time and you don't have money. Because both of those things, if we really and truly want it and you think about it, we find a way to make it happen.
you have to give your business time. That's most important in everything you do. Time is everything. If you don't give it time, then how you expect for it to grow? Don't think that business, you're going to get paid overnight like somebody going to drop $1 million in your lap. Because if that's so, I've been waiting for that $1 million for a long time, people. For a long time. Right now, we on our way. And we're not saying we have millions of dollars or even $1 million, but we starting to be more like fair, you know, with our bills and what we have going here today because of what we do, you know, staying focused and just grinding. But at the same time, we're not going to let Donald Trump or anybody else for that matter to say what we can and can't do, because this is our life and we got control of this. So we're always saying is, come on, control your life. Let's find a better way to change your lifestyle. Even if it's meaning with your friends, you have to grow. Right. You know, you have to leave something behind for your kids, you know, or just get them to do what you do. Yeah. That's what I'm looking for out of mine. You know, I really was my daughter Joanne was here from Atlanta, was Jonetta and Santoy can wake up and see what I'm doing. I mean, just come around and take a peek. You know, stop thinking that it's everything is just about you. No, it's time to change. It's time to grow up, because we get ready, these next 4 years, like my wife said, we get ready to have some hardship if you ain't trying to guide yourself the right way. So,
we hope that the tips that we shared today were helpful to you, and that you would, you know, take serious consideration in looking into doing some things that you're passionate about, what you're called to do, because everybody is called to do something.
That's right.
And whether or not you see it as work or ministry, you're called to do something. There's something that you're passionate about. And like we mentioned before, if you really and truly want it, you'll find time, you'll make time to do it. So just take a look at your schedules and find what pockets of time you may have some downtime. And then not only that, just analyze how often you stop to take a look at your phone just to, you know, see what's going on with the rest of the world.
Right.
Those are the times that you can be doing something to grow your business. And it doesn't take very long. If you manage yourself well, you can get done what you need to do to grow your business within 5 or 10 minutes. It don't take a whole lot of time. Then you can go back to socializing. But it's the important factor is that you've done something to take care of you and your household first.
And remember, if you can get one, you can get another one.
And then the things that you are doing, like my husband said earlier, people are watching you. Whether that's people that you're connected with or social media or those immediately within your family and your children, they're watching you. So we are our children's first examples. So if we want them to not follow in our footsteps that we have laid out or that we have taken ourselves, and we want them to have a better life, then we have to now start doing those things that will set them up for success when they get of age to be able to step out into the world and do their own thing. We have to show that example. And that's one thing in our community that we lack, is training up our children in the way that they should go. So when they become older, they will not depart from it. And that way that we need to be showing them is, one, first and foremost, seek the Lord, the Savior, Jesus Christ. And Amen. I'm not preaching religion, but I'm saying first and foremost, have a relationship with him. And then secondly, be sure that you teach them entrepreneurship, because it's nothing like being in business for yourself.
Nothing like being in business.
And having that time freedom to do what you want, to be able to donate to charities, to be able to help out family members that are distressed, to be able to travel where you want to travel to, and do what you want to do. It's nothing like it. But we're ingrained and have been ingrained to work a 9 to 5, to go to college and get a job. There's nothing wrong with the higher education, but it's nothing wrong with the higher education, and I'm not taking that away from anybody. I encourage that. But at the same token, you can be working to build your own dream and not somebody else's. So here's what we're going to do, because we got 1 minute left before we have to jump on a call. We have to build a serious call for ourselves. Two things I want you guys to do. First and foremost, there's a link that we put in the status of this post that we want you to go over and like that page, because we're going to do one more episode on our individual pages. And then from that point on, we're going to start going live on that Team King 24/7 page, Facebook page. So go over and like that page so you all can be connected when we continue these episodes. And then secondly,
let you know
when we end tonight's episode, there's going to be a subscribe button in the center. Hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified next week when we go live. But we appreciate you guys tuning in. If you got value from this episode, Kicking It with the Kings, definitely give us the thumbs up or the hearts, and we appreciate it. We're going to tune in with you guys next Wednesday, same time, same back channel. Y'all have a good one.
From the King's house, we out.
Peace.